This is Teresa. I know we've done some videos on the committed marriage and ways to bring joy into your marriage. Today we're going to talk about what is love. Love and marriage should go together. Sometimes we just kind of forget to do those things that really show our spouse that we love them. You know, if you stop and think, what makes you feel loved the most? Well, for some of us, it's word of affirmation. Some of it's telling us that you love us. For everybody, it's a little different. So it's important that you pay attention to what it is that makes you feel the most important to your spouse and let them know. And on the other side of that, it's really important to try to find out what it is that's so important to your spouse, because you're the one that needs to know that more than anyone in the world. And when you learn to do those things, it can really grow the love in your marriage. In Corinthians 13:17, which is a verse we've all heard, it says, love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And that's true. Love does do that. But it's really important that we understand how to help that love grow and be stronger each day. Just some quick little tips. Women, some little things you can do for your husband that will make him feel special is when you enter a party, hold his hand, hold his arm, and walk in like you're so proud of him. And another thing is make time for him. Make sure that you have quality time that you spend together. Whatever that is, it's important to him, whether it's outside helping him, if it's helping him with some report, helping him with a family project, but special time, maybe it's a date. Another thing is when he asks you what's wrong, it's a good idea to tell him instead of saying nothing. If he's asking, he wants to know. And I know sometimes we think, well, he should know. Well, that's not the case usually. So if they ask, just be kind and tell them. Now for men, there is something you can do. You can share the remote once in a while with her. You know, let her watch what she wants sometimes. And then go for a walk. Most women love to go for walks if you hold their hand. And while you're walking, you can talk about happy things, not negative things, or just walk in silence. But that's important to women usually. Another thing is ask about her day. Ask, how did your day go? And make sure that you show interest when you ask, and that you listen, and that you come back and you ask questions about it. Anyway, those are just a few little tips. There are lots of tips on that, and I'll give you some more later on in some other videos. In Ephesians 5:33, it says, however, let each one of you love your wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. So in that, we're talking about love and we're talking about respect. So they go hand in hand. There's different ways that we can show love to each other, and there's different ways we can show respect. Now, the Bible specifically says things about love, men showing love to their wives, because this is important to women. It really is. And men, they really need to have respect in their lives. So we're going to talk about a little bit about that. Okay, some ways that we show love, that men can show love is, like I said, show your wife attention. Listen well and give her your full, undivided attention. That is very important. Also, spend time with her. Make sure that you are spending quality time. I don't know if you are familiar with love languages, but it's things like, does she need affection? Does she need affirmation? Does she need time together? Well, whatever it is that she needs that you're trying to watch and find out, maybe it's hugs. Maybe it's certain needs that she has. Maybe she needs you to just tell her you're proud of her. Maybe she just needs you to come alongside her and help her do some things. Sometimes it's just telling her how much you love her and how important she is to you. Now, respect is a little different. How do we show respect to our husbands? Well, we let him know that we do care about his feelings. His feelings and wishes are important. And sometimes we forget to let our spouses know that. So stop, look, and listen to what they're telling you and what they're doing so that you can figure out what it is that's important to them. Also, pray for him. Pray for your husband. Pray with your husband. And tell him something that you really admire about him. And I would do that often. You know, that's a really good thing to do. And also ask about his day. Another thing is get his input on big decisions, even if it basically involves you. Bring him into your world. Be sure you compliment often. That's really important. Men need to know that they're important to you. So complimenting them often is a way of showing respect for them. Another thing is help him be the leader in your family, the spiritual leader, because that's what God calls him to be the spiritual leader. So come alongside him and help him and encourage him in that area. Now, spirituality is the soul of a marriage. That's part of God's plan for marriage. And how do you do that? Well, you get to know each other's heart. Well, how do you get to know each other's heart? Communication, talking, spending time together. That time together allows you to learn so much more about each other and keep up with what's going on in their world. That is very, very important. Another thing is to pray together, because when you pray together, that's one of the most intimate things a couple can do is pray together. And of course, worship together, go to church together. I hope that some of these tips have helped, because some of these are important to love. And love involves a lot of things. A lot of the time people think of physical love, they think of infatuation, but real love grows every day, and we have to work at it sometimes, which is not really bad work. It's fun work if we look at it that way. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will click like and click the subscribe button. Trying to do some more videos to help people's marriages grow, and eventually we'll be doing some things on parenting as well. Have a great day.